Yes, the Boohoo effect here. Okay, I'm going to go over a little bit more of Ryan's live. I'm going to go a little bit more speedier because I think I've pretty much covered what this guy is truly about. So just to get through more material, I'm going to sort of answer more in short. But before we start, let's look at his chat log here briefly. I want to show you the certain people that are supporting this guy. Okay, you know, that has a history of supporting predatory types of behavior like Ryan carries out. Okay, Trollop Rules. He states twice, 3 times now, confirms, reaffirms that he stands behind the stalking of children. If they stalk his children, he's claiming that he's got the right to stalk the opposing children that stalked his. Tiffany has a history of hanging around with a total creep, and that is Mr. Mitchell. And she supports people that preys on children. That's why these people are on a person like Urban Disciples live in his chat. See, we got Laugh At You. He also is a staunch supporter of Tracy. And he knows what Tracy is all about. He knows Tracy preys on children, and she justifies it. Just like what this person does. He justifies preying on children because this person, and this person, and this person all support and or preys on children. Okay? Now that we got that straight, these people are in his chat log in full support of Urban Disciples. Okay? Now let's start and cover some material.
Fucking day, I know that. You're fucking attracted to children, and you know that shit.
He's starting to get a little unhinged. Now, it progresses down the road here. He completely loses his mind. Loses his poise. His composure, okay?
Alright? You're not a savior, not nothing to this world, but a fucking freak.
Not trying to be a savior. I'm here to call out you if I run into anything that what you are doing against children. That's not trying to be a savior. That's simply calling out wrongdoing on your part. Now, you can analyze wrongdoing and talk about the word usage that I'm using for 15 minutes about wrongdoing. That's what you do. I'll say wrongdoing, and to distract, to detract, to deflect, you will analyze a simple word used in an expression. Okay? Wrongdoing. Look it up, because that's what you do against children.
Hides behind a mask, hides behind a screen.
That's right. And if you want to know what I look like, come find me. You are calling me Braden. There it is right there. Come find me. Do it. What do you expect me to hand you over my docs? Are you that weak? Are you that stupid? You want me to just hand my docs over to you on a silver platter? A guy that brags about IP trapping. A guy that preys on children. And you want my docs for free. For no work on your part. No intelligence. No means on your part. You're weak. You can't stand it that I have your name, your image, and your actions against children, and you don't like it. Tough. Come find me, boy, on the porch. Now, if you think that is racist, then go ahead and push it as to be racist. Let's see how that carries over. Chump, because you're desperate. And desperate people take desperate measures because they have nothing, boy.
Can't confront people.
You are the racist, not me. You have issues against the white race, and you have made that known yourself. I defended you against somebody that was actually calling you racist slurs. Boy. I can say boy to a black person anytime I feel like it. I say it to white people. It's not to denote their color. You think in colors. I don't. I'm thinking in a definition of a term, a sort of a reference. Not the literal definition, but I'm using it in a illustrative way. You think in colors. Why? Because you're a racist.
That he disses. Then on top of all that, like the mountain, I'm at the very top, placing my flag up there. This guy can't even click up StreamYard's like, get the fuck.
You can't even click a Skype link. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, we mad. Cry my wife. You're going to continue to make lives. I'm going to force you. And I don't care. That's fine. I can whip out a video anytime.
Fuck out of here. You are, without a doubt, one of the simpiest, sorriest little bitches. And I guess I'll play the rest of it because I'm getting...
Oh, is it too painful to listen to my video in full? Because you don't like hearing what you're actually about. Ryan.
Getting the memos that, no, play the rest. You'll want to hear it. Thanks. I don't want to hear it. But let's take a little breather from this. I really don't.
Yeah, do you need a break because you're falling apart at the seams, at the mental seams? You need a break, huh? Is it too much for your feeble mind to comprehend and intake because you don't like your own actions? And you're going to hear it.
Deal with guys that are like him. You know what I mean? Trying to tell me what. And, you know, if you were so concerned about that Satyr skid, then why didn't you do what I did? Tell him to get rid of that picture that was so bad that I had that he posted it up himself. He didn't want to.
No, you went to his Facebook and sought it out. He posted it, and a predator like you came along and reposted it in a derogatory, predatory manner. That's the difference. He's the father. He has a right to post pictures up of his kids.
To get rid of it. He said it's not against the law to have that. Which means to me that...
Listen to this guy. This guy is completely off the wall right now.
And he might be doing stuff against the law with similar things. And I'll always say that. That's my suspicion about him.
So you're in the mindset that the father of that child, because he posted up a picture of his child in the bathtub, you're suggesting that it's in a sexual nature. You see, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Ryan. This is where your mind goes, and this is why, in my opinion, you have other, deeper, more sicker thoughts about children. I believe you hold that mindset of a pedo. I do. That's my opinion. I'm not accusing you directly, but in my opinion, going by your history, I believe you do. Because you keep going there in a sexual connotation with children. You're sick. You can't see the forest for the trees. That the person is simply sharing photos of his child. Can he use a little more discretion? What he posts? Yes, of course. Because of people like you. That's simple, Mr. Predator.
Always has been. But you won't come here and talk about these things. No, you rather build a narrative you're a fucking kitty freak. That's why.
You won't come over to my Skype handle. Give me your Skype handle and tie me into your live. And you can cry and bitch all you want, and I'll put you in your place. You're chicken shit. You're not a man. You're more like a woman. No, you're more, no, I won't even say a child because your mind's going to go into twisted places because you're a pervert. You are a weak so-called man. Let's just put it that way. I won't even call you a woman because there are women that would outdo you, that would outshine you in all facets of life. They work hard, they have integrity, they're principled, they have their own money, they have their own home, their own car, they have their own money to support their habits, maybe like pot smoking all day. Unlike you. You are a weak, unachieved, so-called man. And you need to grow up because you're a childlike inside. Childlike, I didn't say child. You got to be careful when we're talking about perverts like this person. You're childlike. You never developed. What you say is empty. It makes no sense. It's not principled. It's twisted logic. And you believe what you're saying mostly.
You won't come here and man up and talk to me.
You're not a man. You're a coward. You won't come to me and talk. because you're a coward. You don't like what you're hearing, and you're going to continue to hear it. You're going to continue to make lives, and I'm going to continue to put it in your face because you prey on children.
Slimy little fucking ass in the corner. You're going to beg for more of my attention just to take the heat off whoever the fuck you're taking the heat off of right now.
Oh, poor
like
baby.
Little beta you are.
Listen to this guy. He is completely
beta.
He is completely off the hook.
We got a lot of simpy males here.
No, you're the simpy male. You don't know what a man is. You think by chickening out to Skype with me so you can tie it in your live, that's a man? You're weak in every way conceivable. Where do you work? If you're such a man, where do you work? Do you pay your own bills? Do you pay for that cell phone that you talk through? Where do you work? Show a W-2. Since your name is already out there, Ryan, show us where you work. Show us proof of employment if you're going to claim manhood status to me. Because I pay taxes, an exorbitant amount of taxes, to fund people like you that sponge off the state. Because you're worthless. A worthless simp, as the internet slang you like to use. Because the internet is your life. That's all you have, is this channel in your life. Maybe your pipe that you smoke dope through. That's all you own. You sit there in the camera, you wink at yourself, you make little smirks, you smile, you admire yourself. It's like that, fable about how narcissism came to be. A person looked in the water and liked the reflection that it saw. Let's continue.
I mean, this is the language he'll understand. He'll put this in a video. Look how Urban Disciples tripped out over me. Look how he triggered.
Yeah, you are triggered. That is very evident. Now, with myself, I call it righteous anger because I don't like people like you. I despise people like you. You're worthless. Not only are you unemployed and sponge off the state, no doubt, in some areas, you probably get free medical and whatnot. You're probably on some kind of a SSI benefit because you don't seem all that right in the head, Ryan. But you don't work and you prey on children. What is there to respect? There's nothing. Do you expect me to respect you because you have a YouTube channel? What, you get an average of 34 watchers? Is that your grand achievement in life? Huh? That's pretty sad. You need your channel. You need to go on lives. You have to have that fulfilled during your day. That is your main show. That is your main activity because all you have. I don't even think you drive. You could prove it by driving your mommy's car, maybe your aunt's, but I don't think you even drive. I'm even questioning if you even have a driver's license, Ryan, because you seem a little offset mentally, a little deranged. I'm viewing and responding to a very disturbed person upstairs, Ryan. If you don't see that in yourself, that's not my problem. Let's continue.
Is there a problem with that? If I was just low key, oh yeah, he's cool, just call me Pef, I don't care. If I was like that, then yeah, be exactly what you want me to be.
Make it straight, make it right, and apologize to the father that you've exploited his child on the internet. Apologize to him. Be a man. You always talk about manhood. Be a man and apologize and admit your mistake. Admit that you did wrong, and then I'll respect you, because as it stands right now, I'm really beginning to wonder, because you get too sexual. You get too sexual with those pictures. You do. You did it with James D., his daughter. You did it with her sticking her tongue out, and you made a sexual innuendo about it. You behold that mindset, that frame of thinking, not me. And if you don't like to be called out, if you don't like somebody just merely reciting of what you said, then that's your problem. Lump it. Swallow it. If you don't like hearing what you don't want to hear about yourself, then get off the internet. It's not for sensitive sissies like you. You are a sissy. A sensitive sissy, and that's what keeps you going. You got ongoing problems with this person and that person. It's not just me. After me, it's going to be somebody else. It's going to be this person in the chat, that person in the chat. You're sensitive. You're constantly battling, struggling with people in the chat. I mean, your chats, I've never seen anything like it. You have the most haters I've ever seen in a live stream. Okay, we got a few minutes. Let's let you rage a bit more.
No. I'm going to accept that from little fat, wormy little bitches like yourself.
Post my picture. Ad hominem much?
If you ain't fat and slimy, show yourself. Get up here now and show yourself. Get up.
No, I'm not stupid like you. You want to come see what I look like? Come find me. Show up at my door. Can you? You don't have the intelligence to show up at my door. And you don't have the manhood. If you had my home address, you don't have the manhood to show up at my door. You can't even speak to me through Skype. It's got to be through your link because you know I don't press StreamYard links. It's a third party that I do not trust. Skype is tried and proven with me. Skype is completely safe. As long as you don't click any links on that site, you're fine. I've tried it. I've did mistakes on Skype. I know exactly what to do. There's nothing to be scared of. Don't be scared of Skype, but it's convenient for you because you're scared of me. You're not scared of Skype. You're scared of me.
Up here now and do it. You're going to sit there with your fucking microphone and headset. Just like the
Not wearing a headset. Don't need one.
cheesy little punk you are and spit commentary over my stuff. You hear me?
That's right. You keep addressing me, I'm going to put you in your place. That's how that works.
With all your sexual innuendos, look at you.
No, your sexual innuendos. Remember the child in the bathtub. Remember James D. Small little daughter. About what? 10 years old? 12 years old? Sticking her tongue out. Those are your sexual innuendos, not mine. Accept it.
All gay and shit. The shot that I gave Urban right in his face.
Oh, okay, so
little
now we're pulling.
This is how
Now
we
we're
talk.
pulling the homosexual card. We'll get into that later.
Fag.
We'll see you in the next one.
No.